What's up, YouTube? It's me, Jesse here. Coming at you with another video here. This is a tabletop review of my Remington Woodsmaster 742. These get kind of a bad rap on the YouTubes, and I'm not really sure why. It's more than just YouTube, but they are called a JAM-O-MATIC, and people just talk about how unreliable they really are and everything, but I've had really good use out of this one the last few years I've owned it. I haven't owned it my entire life by any means, but I got this old gun on a trade, and it's been a pretty good gun since I got it. I've enjoyed it. So when I got it, it had a really cheap scope on it. I don't know if it was the Simmons or this Bushnell, but whatever it was I had on it was a single power. I think it was this Bushnell. It could have been a Simmons, but the last scope before this Nikon I had on it was this, and this gun seemed to shoot pretty accurately with the scope out to 100 yards. But I was out there hunting one day and it got wet and cold, and this thing fogged up so bad I could barely see out of it. And I think it was like the more I put my eye to the eyepiece, like it just fogged up. Like I could not see anything. So this scope, even though on a nice clear day was decent on this rifle, it did not work in that environment. Which, because this gun is a semi-automatic, it's got really light recoil for a 30-06. It seems to really perform really well. And I've never had a jam in it, period. People talk about it all the time. When I first got it, I literally took the pins out, I cleaned the entire gun up, and I have not had one single jam. I've shot 150 grain, I've shot 165 grain, I've shot 180 grain out of this gun, and I have not had one jam. And it's accurate enough at reasonable ranges that I wouldn't hesitate to take any game in North America with it. It's been a really good gun. I think it's a nice gun. It's been used, but the wood seems to be really nice. The engraving's pretty nice. Like I said, the metal's been used, but it's not just rusted through. It's a good gun. I ended up putting this Nikon on it, which seemed to really perform well without even trying. I know this isn't like woohoo, but like I'm shooting within 2-inch groups at 100 yards with this without even really bench resting it, you know. But it is doing it. I'm actually about to take the scope off because I think I got somebody that might want to get this gun or trade me out from it, so I may end up taking the scope off, and you may not ever see it again. Excuse me. But that is what it is. One more reason why I'm doing the video. So it's got the scope. You got to have these special scope mounts. I don't think you have to have the over-under mounts, but that is what this head is. Like, I don't know if you're gonna ever be able to see that, but you can shoot through or see through here to see the open sights, which these open sights here are missing the elevator piece here, the step sight elevator piece. I bought one, but it ended up being the wrong size for it, so it's not in there. And the front sight's pretty large. This one's loose. It's actually very loose. I'm surprised it's that loose. Had no idea. That's probably been like that for a few years. Or it's loosened up within the last couple of years. But this gun's been a really nice gun. I really like it. There's a lot of stuff. I think people talk just so much smack on these, really, about how JAM-O-MATIC they are. But they are... This particular one has not, like I said, jammed on me once. That I could say. Not ever. The action has been flawless. I've shot like offhanded stuff with it. It's insane. This gun's been really good to me. I kind of wish I just kept it in original configuration with whatever scope I had on it to begin with. Well, like I said, I don't think it was that Bushnell, but I wish I had. But it's been a great gun. So on the back side of the magazine, there's this little button right here. So if you hit that, that releases the bolt. So it does lock, this bolt does lock back after your last round, which I believe the magazine will hold 4 in 1. So it's all a total of 5. But I think it'll almost fit 5 and then 1 in the chamber, which then it won't fit correctly. But I don't know, if you own one, you can play with that. I think basically what I do is load the mag with 4, load it, and then load 1 more in the mag. I think is kind of what I started doing. But anyway, I'm going to pull that little lever here and release the bolt from the lock back, or whatever you want to call it. I'm sure y'all can tell me exactly what's going on, nerds. But slaps forward pretty good with a hefty amount of freaking force. And then once that's forward, you can get the magazine out. Which they have magazine upgrades that you can get. Which I don't think I would get, because they extend the magazine. I don't think they're all that, and then some. Sorry y'all, I'm yawning like hell. But this one seems to do it. I'm pretty sure that holds 4 and then 1 in the chamber, if you want it to do that way. So if it locks back, you could make that happen. Actually, no, you can't pull that out unless that bolt is forward. So, but I mean, I got a little bit of oil, maybe a little grime in there. I keep rim oil in there. But this thing, it's tight. But it's like I said, I've never had an issue. These things are known as the JAM-O-MATICs. This one I've never had that issue with. I mean, it's tight, but it seems to, when it goes forward, lock in. It seems to eject the ammunition. I've never had an issue with this gun. With any of that stuff. I know, I'm sure people are just like amazed or something. I don't know, but I guess that's the thing maybe you could complain about. Like when you do take this apart, like some of the shroud stuff on the inside is plastic. So if that starts to break down, maybe you've got it's dry rotted or something, maybe you'll start having issues with it. But this one's been kept good. Like you can see the plastic in there, but I've never had an issue. This thing, it's been perfect. There's a lot of recoil, or not recoil, but a lot of spring on that, which I do actually think takes away some of that recoil that it does have, but it's not bad. This gun shoots tremendously well. As far as low recoil and semi-good accuracy. It's not, I don't think this gun is MOA like it probably should be. And some of that's operator error. I'll go ahead and admit that. Like it could shoot better. It seems like sometimes I'll shoot 2 bullet holes, like say this is the target. Sometimes I'll shoot 2 bullet holes down here and 2 bullet holes back up there. And then I'll shoot 2 more down here and 2 more up there. So it's like accurate, but it seems like it does this weird skip back and forth like on the side of the paper it's on. But it'll do like almost 2 bullet holes touching on each side. But never any of them in the center. So I don't know. But that's at 100 yards. And it seems to, I don't know. I wouldn't hesitate to shoot a deer at 200 yards with this gun. It may not be ideal, but I would do it. But this is a pretty sweet gun. I feel like you don't see them too much on YouTube. This is a Remington 742. And it shoots 30-06. They made a bunch of different calibers. I think they made 270, 308, which would be pretty nice. 270 would be really nice in this. I think I would want more of a brush gun, but maybe that's actually, maybe the scope almost doesn't do it much justice. Like really with the semi-automatic configuration, really it maybe should just be open sights on this period, and be more of a brush gun or a you know, oh shit, there it is at 100 yards, and then you got a good fast follow shot. This thing could definitely do it. Like, it's not that much recoil. It is more than the AR-15, obviously, but it's not that much where it's like, oh, it's undoable. I'm trying to remember what else I've seen these in that I've heard of. I think those are like the 3 main, the 308, 270, and 30-06. And I would be willing to bet that each one is gonna eventually operate differently. And I think a lot of the problem with the old JAM-O-MATIC stuff is that I really truly believe a lot of old timers just didn't clean their guns like they really should have. Like, they never popped these pins and never really cleaned them out. They wiped them down, kept the wood decent, kept stuff off that, but they didn't really just clean them out. And I think that's kind of maybe some of the issue with some of these. God, I wish I could remember what other calibers there might have been. Oh, God, dang it, I can't quit yawning, sorry. I wouldn't hesitate for a second to think there might have been a 7mm OA, or I don't even know. Well, no, because, well, I don't know. Maybe 7mm 08, odd 8. Maybe even 243. The action on this one seems so heavy. I don't know. Oh, God. I don't know that I would say that as far as that goes. That almost got me right there. I think it did just a little bit. That finger slipped off there. There's so much spring on that sucker. There's a lot of spring on it. So maybe those lighter calibers they wouldn't. But I am pretty sure they make it in 308. I'm trying to think of what else they might have made that in. 25-06. I mean, this is 30-06, maybe 25-06, 270. Maybe those are kind of the standard calibers. I would like to see it. Maybe they do make it in 7 mag. That would be freaking sweet. I'm a real fan of 7 or 30-06. I really like some 30-06. But I really don't have the space for this gun right now, and I think it would be better off where I might be trading it or giving it away. I may end up regretting that later, but 30-06 is an 06 is a good projectile caliber cartridge. I mean, by good, I mean one of the greats, right? If you can't agree on that, then I think you maybe got some issues. 30-06 is kind of the staple round. But anyway, I just wanted to show y'all the 7.42 Remington, and maybe I could make a video of this firing. I probably won't. I've shot it a bunch, but I'm like I said, I'm probably gonna get rid of it, so I don't really want to make a video of me just shooting up the ammo that's in short supply right now. But it does shoot good. Like I said, I've never, ever had a jam on this, and I don't know why people have, other than they don't clean these little parts. They're not taking them apart and clearing them completely, because I never have on this gun, and I've shot well over 100 rounds of it. I mean, I can be completely clear. I've shot at least 100 rounds out of this gun. Pre-COVID, bullet shortage crap. I've shot it. But anyway, YouTube, I thought you'd like it. The old Woodmaster 30-06 Springfield with a Nikon scope. Take it easy, YouTube.